Guys, this is Twilight Lena, and today I will be showing you how I do my eyebrows. And I'm doing this video because a lot of people ask me oh my god, who did your makeup, who did your eyebrows, they look so good, can you show me how to do that? And a light bulb went off in my head. I'm like, why don't I just do a YouTube video? So without further ado, let's get right into it. So you're going to need three things. First, I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild Color Icon eyebrow pencil, and I think this doubles as an eyeliner too, and this is in the shade dark brown. And you're gonna need a brush. This was a CoverGirl brush. It came in an eyeshadow palette by CoverGirl, and it's flat tapered brush. You guys can see how it's flat on both sides, and it's tapered, and this is really amazing for when I highlight my brow. And last but not least, you're going to need concealer, and your concealer needs to be 2 to 3 shades lighter than your actual skin tone. And I have two concealers. I have a stick concealer and I have a liquid concealer. And I will show you how to use both. And I'll use stick on this eye concealer, liquid on this side. So let's get into it. Okay, so my eyeshadow brush, eyebrow brush, if you can see it, it's not really pointy. It's kind of dull, and I like it like that because I feel like if it's too sharp, then it just give a false impression that I don't like. I like my makeup to look natural, and I like my eyebrows to look natural. So mine is kind of dull, which is the way I like it. So without further ado, I'm going to show you guys. So I'm going to start on this brow. As you can see, I'm lucky to have naturally full eyebrows, so I don't really have to draw on my eyebrows. I just follow the shape of my natural brow and just fill it in a little bit. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to follow the line of my eyebrow and extend my tail out a little bit. So here, I'm going to start here. And remember, don't add too much pressure. Whether it's sharp or dull, don't add too much pressure because it's going to look like your eyebrows are tattooed on, and that's just not cute. So here we go. And then I'm going to follow the arch and then extend my tail out. Okay. And a little bit under right there. Okay, and then I'm going to follow the top. I'm still going to follow the arch of my eyebrow with the pencil. Remember, light strokes, don't add too much pressure onto it. Okay? Now I'm going to take the flat part, which is this part, and then I'm going to lightly follow the natural direction that my hair grows and just lightly fill it in. Okay. And if you see that dark impression there, just rub that off. Get this now. Okay. That's one eyebrow. And this is the other one. So we're going to do the same thing. Follow the natural shape of the eyebrow. Light, gentle strokes. Extend the tail out. Do the same at the top. Light strokes, follow the direction the hair grows. Now I'm going to take the brush and lightly do strokes where you, oh, the light went out. There we go. Fill in the strokes with the pencil and just lightly fill it in. Okay. Okay. And a little bit under. I typically always just rub the inner part of my brows. And my brows, they naturally, meet here. If your brows don't come there, make sure what you would do is just you see that? Just make a light little mark at the bottom of where they need to start. And then lightly work your way up and back. Remember, light, don't bear down on it on your face, because you're gonna, you know how you see some women and their eyebrows look like they've literally been tattooed on, and I'm guilty of it. I will be the first to admit, when I first started doing my eyebrows, I could not get the hang of it, but I wouldn't walk out the house like that. But that's just me, like, no shade or nothing. But so now they're filled in, and now I'm going to highlight. I'm only going to highlight the bottom because I'm not going to be doing a full face of makeup today. And if you highlight the top, you need to have either a powder foundation or liquid foundation applied after you've done your eyebrows, so your highlight won't be so abrupt and it'll be blended in with their face. Because I know you've probably seen women where they're highlighted under here and it's highlighted here, and it's no makeup on their face, it's just bam, and it doesn't look right. That's because they didn't blend it out with their foundation. Okay, so first I'm going to start on this eye with the stick concealer. This is the Hide the Blemish Concealer Stick, and this is by Rimmel London, and this is in the shade Ivory, which is number 001. Looks like that. You guys see it? Probably upside down. Yeah, looks like that. What you can do is either take a tad bit of it and just dabble that on and apply it on the high point of your brow, or you can take the tip point and dot a little bit. Now remember, a little bit goes a long way with makeup, and you want it to look nice, not too much. So I'm going to take that and just into the crease, and what you want to do, you want light, easy strokes all the way into the high point of the brow, into the tail. And after you've done that, you want to close your eye and blend it down into the crease. And this actually won't interfere with your eyeshadow, because I know some people might think that, but because it's kind of acts like a base as well. So this is actually beneficial to your eyeshadow. And you want to blend it down so it won't look artificial. Blend, blend, blend. And up. And this part is nice. Adding concealer is nice because if you've messed up your brow, you can fix it. You know, if you've wanted, you know, made it too thick, you can easily, you know, bring it up and clean it up. And just make sure it's blended. Okay, and that's one eyebrow. Now I'm on to the liquid concealer, and today I will be using the Match Perfection 2-in-1 concealer and highlighter, and this is also by Rimmel London, and it looks like this. Guys, see? It's like that. Sorry if my camera isn't focusing well. This liquid concealer has a brush applicator. As you can see, it looks like that. It's like a flat brush, and it already has some product on it. What you're going to do, I'm taking the other side of this brush, squeeze a little bit until it's all over the brush. Now you're just going to need a tiny, tiny, tiny bit of this. So take some of the product and dab a little bit onto the brush. Just that much. I'm going to place the cap on it. Place the cap on it. You're going to have concealer everywhere. That was a terrible experience. Always put the cap back on the concealer. Lesson of the day. So, with this much concealer, you're not going to need much, just a little bit. You're going to take it and put it in the arch of the brow. And you're going to tap it. Then you're going to sweep a little bit. Tap, sweep. Then once it's covered, bring it down into the crease. Blend, 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 blend. And once again, if you messed up here, whatever, you want to clean it up, feel free to bring it towards this way, but I don't like that. But if you've cleaned up, want to clean it up, feel free to bring it in. So I just blend down, blend, 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 blend. And there you go. That is the finished look. That is how I do my eyebrows. Yeah. So this eye had the stick concealer, this had the liquid one. If you are just starting out to fill in your eyebrows and highlighting with concealer, I suggest that you use the stick concealer rather than the liquid one, because when first beginning to, highlight the brow, you can sometimes overdo it, and even when you're beginning to draw your eyebrows on, you can overdo it. And since it's liquid, it can you can get too much and it can get too messy at times. So first, make sure you start off with the stick concealer so you can make sure you got, your strokes down. Make sure you can apply your eyebrows down to your liking. And then once you've mastered the stick concealer, then you can move on to the liquid. I've used both, but now I tend to use the liquid concealer. And if you're going to do a full face of makeup, make sure you do your eyebrows first, highlight, and then do your foundation, whether it be powder or liquid, so then your eyebrow highlight can be blended in beautifully with your face. And the key to great makeup is blend, blend, blend. You gotta blend, put the right colors in the right places, and you'll be set.